The man invented a super rifle, but during testing, something terrifying happened. When he pressed the trigger, the concrete wall ahead was instantly pierced. When his companions went over to inspect, they discovered the bullet had not only penetrated the concrete, but blasted a large hole out of the back. Even a building in the distance had been shot through. The rifle's power was overwhelming. Next, they conducted a rapid-fire test. The man pulled the trigger repeatedly, and the abandoned factory collapsed in seconds. Through a friend's introduction, Jack met with the head of the weapons development department. When they saw the footage, they couldn't believe a rifle could produce such destructive force. They requested Jack bring the weapon to a testing ground for a live demonstration. A few days later, Jack upgraded the rifle and brought the second-generation model to the field. Right in front of everyone, he aimed at a tank in the distance and flipped the switch. The explosion-proof armored tank blew apart instantly. Everyone was stunned. This rifle was clearly a weapon of mass destruction. While the RD manager was speaking with Jack, a bullet suddenly came flying in. Everyone hit the ground immediately. Jack took cover, reloaded swiftly, then activated the infrared scope, and fired a rapid burst toward the distant woods. In seconds, the entire forest was reduced to rubble. But the story didn't end there. When Jack returned home, he discovered his wife and child had been kidnapped by unknown individuals. The kidnappers made one demand: hand over the super rifle. Left with no choice, Jack agreed. When he arrived at the exchange site, he realized the man behind it all was a subordinate of the RD director. It turned out they had never planned to cooperate. They just wanted the rifle and the full technology by force. After safely retrieving his wife and child, Jack drove to a nearby rooftop. He had already installed a tracker on the super rifle and knew that the van carrying it would pass nearby. He had disguised the prototype rifle from the first test as a toy, then adjusted the equipment, took aim at the approaching vehicle, and pulled the trigger. The van split in half and exploded on the spot. The stolen rifle and all technical documents were instantly reduced to ashes.